Since I do remember myself, since I was a little kid, I wanted to be a writer. Or princess was another option. In age of 10, 12 years old, I have read almost all Shakespeare's work. I was reading Stendhal and Charles Dickens. The books was my world. Obviously, I didn't become a princess, even not engineer. I became an economist. After obtaining several master degrees from prestigious universities, I had fulfilling and exciting job in media and marketing management. However, I do remember May 2012. Stockholm morning, when I decided to say yes to myself, to the world, and pursue my long-cherished dream. I decided to combine what I knew very well, marketing and media management, with something that I loved very much, printed and written word. Since age of 13, when I first entered in editorial office of local newspaper of my hometown to find out what it means to write, until the moment I have read every issue of Santa magazine, I dreamed a dream, to write and publish magazine. In that May, I decided to say yes to my dream and establish the very first digital publishing house and digital magazine called Lilla. I didn't lack a knowledge, courage, stubbornness, and more important, I knew exactly how Lilla should look like. 6 months later, the first issue of Lilla was published. And it was exactly what I dreamed about. Aesthetic, meaningful, interactive. For the very first time in Latvia, readers can not only read the content, but also watch, listen, and touch. Lilla was made for all senses, including for people with visual impairment. International recognition, young entrepreneurship awards, dozens, thousands of words from readers across the world. And the team of very few people who believed, cherished this project. There are together 14 Lillas. Unfortunately, sometimes with knowledge, courage, and tremendous work is not enough. After 2 years, when last Lilla was published, I ran out of everything to make this project happen. Belief, strength, money. In that June, years ago, I felt very alone in my loss, losing a lot of money, including my home. However, losing money was not painful. I do not have a moment of pity for money. What was really painful, losing belief in myself and in my dreams. I felt 3 things: shame of failure, my surrender, my inability, a loneliness in my loss, and lost belief in myself and in the dreams. I know, indeed. We do learn from mistakes. Mistakes makes us stronger, and everything is always for the better. But it's easy for me to say no. Okay, let's be honest, not very easy. When I'm on this stage, when I'm already dreaming again, I have a successful company to lead with great people, now it's terrible. But when you are in the middle of feeling a failure and loss, it's impossible to hear. Therefore, it's important to distinguish between mistakes and failure and its emotional attachment. The stronger our emotional attachment to the project, dream, person, the more we feel it's like a failure. In mistakes, we are much easier to, learn, take lessons, and move on. In failures, it's not so easy. Therefore, my story today will be about how to get back from failure. How to get back stronger but not cynical, stronger but not defensive, stronger but not blocked out to the world. My story will not be about one more mistake in startup or project or something. My story will be how to dream again, how to create again, how to strive again. And I know we all get back through adversaries. But the question is who we become when we are going through adversaries. And when we are feeling loss or failure, there are natural human reactions. First one, to defend from pain and loss. First one is denial. It's not so painful, it was not so important, my favorite one. Then it comes like fate, when we are saying, it's a fate, I cannot do anything. Then it's blaming others. Sometimes it's becoming that we are becoming, unkind and harsh, going over everything and everyone without empathy. Then also one of popular reactions to pain is the busyness. We are so busy, we have so many duties, just not to think what I actually feel. While all these reactions is natural when we feel failure or loss, they are actually make us more less powerful, less happy if we keep in a longer run. And therefore, there is one other way how to deal with failure, and it's called battle mind or fighter's spirit. Fighter's spirit is something that let us transform our pain and failure into challenges that we can analyze and move on. And there is something that helped me, and not only me, after all this shame and failure about dreams, to approach this battle mindset, and it's called kintsugi. Kintsugi is old Japanese art, where broken pieces of pottery are restored back by melting them with a gold powder. Kintsugi today is not only art, but also approach how we develop inner strength and resilience. Kintsugi idea is built on idea that you can create even more beautiful and stronger art by highlighting flaws and imperfections. Every break is unique, and instead of repairing the previous form, this art actually highlights scars. And if we use this as metaphor in our self-healing, it's about that even in process of restoring something broken, we can actually create something more beautiful, more unique. And like a pottery, we are fragile, strong, and able to transform our experience into golden lace. But how to transform in gold something that in the middle of failure cannot be even seen, even more not believed? Kintsugi let us do it in 3 steps. And first step is step back. Step back to move forward. Step back to acknowledge, not this time, not this dream, not this person. We have to find something that's still left in ourselves, some strengths, why we are ready to go this kintsugi way, why we are ready to take step from all our emotions and feelings. For me, it was easy. It was my sons. I became a mom of age 24. Unfortunately, at age 26, I became single mom, having responsibility for my son's well-being and life. I took it with great joy and gratefulness, and it helped me in many difficult moments to take this step back in my kintsugi way. So we have to find something in that moment that let us distance from all emotions and get perspective. Perspective that is needed for step 2 in kintsugi way. And step 2 is look inside, look in your eyes. Take every broken pieces and examine them. Ask questions. What happened? What drives me? What I'm ashamed for? When we call our shame by name, it loses the power. Don't be afraid, look and analyze everything. In this step, the most important resource for us is ability to analyze. Have the courage to say, yes, I did make bad business decisions. Yes, I thought everyone should love my dream. Yes, it's super hard for me to ask for help and look not so capable. Give yourself a time to tell your story. You don't have to do it like I am doing right now, I don't know, thousands of people. Tell your story at least to one person, to yourself. Write it down if it's necessary. This step is quite challenging, but also very, very rewarding. And third step is golden lace. Take everything from the most valuable you have learned with your new gained awareness, with courage what comes from this. Build your pottery, build yourself anew. Don't try to restore previous version, it's not possible. But take everything you have learned, your strengths, your courage, your experience, and create yourself anew. It's your golden kintsugi. It's your uniqueness. Kintsugi let us become more authentic and self-aware. If we just let it happen, don't deny, don't put all mechanisms, but voice it, correct it, and move, and let yourself see your golden lace. What is my kintsugi? Now, first of all, always remember, failure and loss is not opposite to success. It's just a step on the road to the new, maybe more fulfilling dream. Second one, do I believe in dreams again? Of course. I even now fulfilling one being here with you. And third one, if you ever decide fulfill your dream into business plan, take someone by hand and do it together with someone who helps you look on your dream, not only with rose-colored lenses, but also with rational mind. My story is about how to turn loss and failure into beauty, how have a courage not to be perfect, be more open to yourself and closer to your being, and let kintsugi embrace your own uniqueness. There are no need to look for uniqueness outside. Kintsugi led to see this golden lace in yourself. And when we are starting to see golden lace in ourselves, we start to see golden lace in other people. And when somebody sees something in us, appreciate our uniqueness, belonging happens. The fundamental need of every human around the world is to belong. When we feel belonging, we matter, we have a value, we can create, we are happy. Then this is not anymore about fitting in, feeling different or isolated. Then we can create and be happy. Uniqueness is nothing more about being unique versus ordinary. It's about being you and connected with others. When we feel belonging, the same chemical in our brains releases. The same chemical when we are in love, oxytocin. When we are in love, and mutually in love, we feel like the most beautiful persons involved. Like we are happy, we are charged, everything around us is great, world is so beautiful. Have you been in love? Yeah? You felt the same? Yeah, I'm not alone, thank you. And the same we feel when somebody appreciates our difference, our uniqueness, any other lace of any other aspect of our golden lace. So let's have more oxytocin in our lives. Don't be afraid to tell your story. Each of us is like a book that someone, somewhere, either 10, 9, 25, or 45 years old, would be more than happy to read. For somebody, it could be inspiration to get up from failure. For somebody, it could give motivation to embrace their uniqueness. And for someone, it could mean the world. Thank you.